Hey Jonathan, how you doing? Hey, let me know if you can hear me, yeah?
Hi, Zemi. I can hear.
Hi, how you
I'm
doing, bro?
doing good. I'm doing good.
All right, so let's kick off the weekly meeting. I think some people are gonna join as we start.
Cool, cool.
Jonathan, give me an update. What's been happening with you in the last week, yeah?
Yeah, so it's like I don't know where I'm at actually. I think I'm like a week into the third month. So I'm at around 6,800, so a little under 7,000 listings. It's been a good month.
Wow, it's been that long already.
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
You're already in the third month, man.
Already in the third month, already at
Holy
around
crap.
7,000. And yeah, it's been good. So I got just a couple things I wanted to hit real quick. I mean, everything's been pretty smooth for the most part. Like it's all, no huge issues. I got a negative feedback. It was kind of interesting. So it was like one where she like requested a return through a negative feedback. So what I did is I like talked to her through messages. She wanted a refund or a return. So I just gave her a full refund because it was like a $12 item. And after that, she was super happy. So I made her happy. And then I asked for a feedback revision, and she hasn't responded in like 4 days, right? She might be a little bit slow. I think she's pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
But should I send another one, another message, or just send the feedback revision if I'm pretty sure she's happy and that'll pop up on her?
No, wait until she confirms that she's gonna do the feedback revision
Okay.
before
Okay.
you send it.
So
Yeah.
then in that case,
The
should I
reason
just
why is because, yeah, go ahead.
well, yeah. So then in that case, because I don't want to pester her with messages, because there's a chance maybe she's not so nice, she's just not going to respond. Should I just send her another message now that it's been a couple days and kind of go from there? Because she hasn't responded, right? So I can't do anything then because she hasn't,
Mhm.
because that's, I haven't sent her a revision yet because she hasn't like given me the confirmation because she hasn't responded.
Yeah. So first of all, like you do understand that you have a limited amount of feedback revisions, yeah?
Yeah, it's five per month,
Exactly.
five like overall. I mean, it's
I
five.
think five per year, or like I
Yeah,
forgot the exact number, but
so we shouldn't waste them
there's a
if we
limited amount.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So you don't want to waste them. So you wait until like she confirms, and then if you want to like go the extra mile, you can call her. That is something that others have done, and I don't think it's a bad idea to do that. You get
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's not a huge deal for me. I still have a high feedback, like 99.2 or something. But you can always get another negative, right, from someone else. So, I think maybe just send her another message, and then if she won't respond, then consider just calling her up real quick because she's happy. I'm sure she'd be willing to. Uh,
You know what? It's You're not gonna be pestering her. Like maybe every 2 days, you just send her like a variation of the message. Just be
okay.
like, "Hey, quick follow up," and then
Okay, cool.
if she needs any help, then you give her support. Because
Yeah, because
even for me, like yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because I gave her a refund without return, so she's very happy. She and her message
Mhm.
exemplified that, but she just hasn't responded because that's how people are. But I'll just keep
Yeah,
pestering her, and I'm sure she'll do that eventually. All right,
yeah. So
that's
just
clear to me.
sometimes a simple message. Yeah,
Okay,
good.
just
All
a
right.
variation,
So
and then and
yeah, go ahead.
sorry, and
No,
then
you,
the
it's all
second
you,
thing
bro.
is I'm interested. Sorry, what did I say?
No, I said go ahead, dude.
Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so I was talking to Farouk, and we're both gonna be buying some mini PCs, buying some SIM cards, and some static IP. So I mean, I kind of know what I have to do there to start because I've been talking to him. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm gonna be starting that a bit, maybe warming up some new accounts because I just have the one
Nice,
account right now, and I'm sure I'll have some
nice.
questions.
Are you gonna make it with an LLC though,
I have a
or
Wyoming
how are you gonna
LLC.
go about it?
I got tax exempt. I have a Wyoming LLC, the
Nice,
same number. I don't know how to actually do
nice.
this and how like the Amazon how anything works, but I have the LLC.
Yeah, very nice. So the main objective, in my opinion, would be just fire up like the next accounts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have questions, when you're starting that process, yeah, dude, bombard me with questions or anything because
Awesome.
like you don't want to
Yeah.
make any mistakes during this process.
All right. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure to work with it with Farouk, messaging him on Discord just to make sure, doing it with a buddy to make sure like we both do it right. And for now, I think it's just a matter of like getting all this stuff set up, especially like the static.
100%.
All right. Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, let's get band together, bro.
Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go. All
All right. Yeah.
We got
Hopefully, hopefully we don't get banned together. That's what he was saying. And I was like, yeah, man, gotta do it right. Gotta do it right.
Yeah, you gotta just do it right. Like there's no time to make mistakes. We've already done all the mistakes in the book already.
All right.
Right. Like the whole point of these weekly meetings is to make sure that you learn and have like a place to ask the questions so you don't make those mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
the main
okay.
objective right now is just going to be to purchase and get the stuff set up, and then there's going to be plenty of stuff after that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So
Okay. Good. So let me jump to Bennett, bro. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Sorry, I'm kind of chilled right now, having dinner, but what's up? It's going pretty well.
Yo, not much.
For me.
Okay. So let me jump to Farouk and then I'll come back to you then.
All right, perfect.
Okay. So Farouk, how you doing, bro? Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam, brother. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, bro. How you doing, bro? How's the
doing-
setup going?
So a lot slower than I was expecting. I was supposed to have the technician come in for to set up all the static IP stuff, but ended up not coming. And then now he's like coming like Tuesday and stuff. So, but I got the mini PC. I got the stuff
Oh,
ready.
dude, that's incredible process. That's incredible progress, dude. Because after that call, you took action.
Bro,
That's
what do you
amazing,
say?
man.
Bro, I don't mess around. What do you already know? Like, dude.
No,
as
but
soon as I
think,
say it, like,
think
we
about
go,
how
we
many
go at it,
people
you know?
don't take action.
Hey, that's on them.
I'm
I'm trying
telling
to
you.
win. I'm trying to win, bro.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So you got the mini PCs. How many did you get?
I just got one. I got two. I got one laptop because the laptop I'm on right now, it's just like, so right now I do security on the weekends and like I bring my laptop because it's like chill. And so like literally I'm like working as well on other stuff. But the battery is so trash.
Yep.
Like it's a great PC. It's like it can run all the games, but the battery sucks. So I needed a better computer with better batteries. So I got two
Keep it
computers.
wired then, yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to just like get the one account set up like super clean. So I just bought one first. I bought one, SIM card and such.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, so I got two, and then I'm gonna, once I get that one down, like perfectly, that's where I'm gonna. I just I think we said on the call like last time. I want to make sure I do it. So
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's not that once you do the first one, the next ones become so much easier. Like Bennett, I know you're eating, but can you just comment on how much easier the third, fourth, and fifth account was to set up?
Yeah, for sure. Like the way I did it though, I kind of did like 5 back to back to back to back. Whatever. I did 4 actually, not 5, but so I didn't really have time to learn from my mistakes. I kind of just sent it and it turned out
Hey.
all right. I mean, I did have an account get banned, but I mean, it happens.
yo, Bennett, two things. So
Yeah.
first of all,
So
today I got 3 sales on Poshmark, brother.
3 sales, bro. That's awesome. Like, what's your markup right now? What are you running with the markup?
Like 200.
200. That's crazy, bro. I
Oh
did like
my
100
God.
actually, but like, I think that's good. bro.
At minimum, I did 150. I think. Well, today wasn't like the highest day, but I don't know. I got lucky. I've been like just,
How many listings do you have?
dude. I'm catching up to you. 2,400, bro.
Dude, I kind of stopped listening, bro, because I got busy. But
Yo, I was like, what's he doing? I'm like, yo, why are you not doing? Well, the thing is, I have no choice.
Mhm.
I have no choice.
Nah,
Dude,
dude, definitely. I gotta get back into it. That's motivating, bro. You got 3 sales. We have to start listening again.
I gotta show you some tricks once you get back into it.
Really? What type of tricks? You shipping or what? Like what?
Just being consistent, bro.
Okay, yeah. Cause dude,
No,
like
but
do you max out your listings every day? Like 300 or no?
I try to, bro. I try to,
Yeah.
cause you know why not? Cause dude,
You might as
if
well.
eBay, yeah, like if eBay, like we're staying safe with 100, but like Poshmark gives
Mhm.
me 300, and,
Yeah, like
and
I
like
don't know if
somebody
they
said, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna say like I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
on Poshmark if they like flag you for listening too much. I'm not really sure. I haven't been looking
No,
enough
because I
to
mean,
see, but
they stop you once you hit like 300.
yeah, true.
So I don't think so. And I mean,
Mhm.
I think I think some days you just get lucky because like today was the highest day for me. But
So yeah, like it for me, it's like really consistent. Like some days I'll have like 3, 4 sales, some days 0. Like those days where you get those sales, it's nice.
yeah,
With the hot
I mean,
markup.
I mean, bro, I don't have anything else. You know, I don't have eBay right now, so I can't like I can't complain at all. I'm happy with the three
You don't have
sales.
eBay right now? What happened?
No, you know the MC11. Remember? I don't know if you were
Oh
part of the
yeah,
part of the
you
call. Oh yeah,
you
you
text
were
me.
you were.
I think you private messaged me about that actually, or someone did.
Yeah. No, yeah, that
Okay.
was me. That was me.
Yeah, I got
And
MC11 too, so we're working on that now.
yeah, but you have more accounts, so you know it's
Yeah,
different for you at least.
it's mad. I'm
But
kind of mad though because the account that got the MC11's like been around for 5+ years, so it's tough. But
but
I don't know. They keep asking for more invoices, so that was one thing I was going to talk to
trust
Sammy
me,
about as well. But
I get it. But
Mhm.
yeah,
the what I was gonna say is I understand like it's hard, it's
Mhm.
like easy once you make the first one,
Yeah.
but obviously because I have MC11, I don't want to make
Mhm.
any mistakes, you know.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. I mean, yeah, like I did booted up like 4 accounts in a couple days. But I mean, if you want to do one by one, I get that. It's like the same
I'm
process for every account. So
I might have to get with you. I mean, I've been watching the same like
Mhm.
account creation video that I made with him, and even the old one, just to make sure I get everything pat
yeah,
down. You know,
you can reach out to me too if you have questions.
I got you, bro.
Cool.
I also made a video with Bennett recently as well on my YouTube channel. For anybody who didn't watch that, I think we covered a lot of big things, man.
Yeah, great
I
video.
think one of the main topics. Oh, you watched it?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, that was a good interview,
He's on
man.
top of it. Bro.
Like,
No, that was yeah. We talked for a while. I feel like good.
dude, I'm telling you, I think the greatest realization in that video is how scalable all of this stuff is. And the biggest problem I think for everybody, I think in I'm not talking about anyone here, but in general is why do we need a gun pointed to our heads to scale our businesses when it's the answers are just here already?
Yeah.
Very true.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Dude, that's why I try to implement almost every little thing you say. I'm surprised you're shocked that I'm like just doing things. It kind of doesn't even make sense to me. I'm like, you're literally giving me a cheat code and I'm just using it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yo,
Just like down
you'd
to
be
a science.
surprised,
I feel like
bro.
we know what work to put in, and you're guaranteed the result almost, which is like not normally how it works with
The,
a
the, pro-
business.
the problem with EcomSniper is it's not a full automation in the sense where, like we can't make the accounts for you or anything like that, right? So it does like take like the operator to be able to do and set up these things. Like even the Poshmark, like someone has to be behind the
Yeah.
computer and like clicking those buttons. So maybe you get a VA, because like once you make like your 5, you have your 5 computers. What's stopping you from making like 5 more Poshmark accounts and just like scaling the business further like that? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You knew
for
with like
sure.
any marketplace too, like Mercari, Facebook, like Walmart, like
Exactly.
you could literally scale so many ways.
Bro, Benny, I want to
Exactly.
talk to you about Walmart, to be honest.
Yeah, you've been texting me. And sorry, it's kind of confusing to explain how Walmart works. It's like kind of different. It's like sniping, but we can
Well,
talk though if you want.
I got a VA because I was like, I don't even want to try to like learn this.
Yeah, I mean, like what I do now is I list on my own. The VA does the order fulfillment. That's like the best way to do it if you want to make the most money. But
I'm
like
doing the
they
opposite,
can,
bro.
like what profits what are you doing? Like 50/50 with the VA?
Hell no, I'm doing like 70-30.
Really, they do the whole thing, listing, all that.
Well, yeah, and I'm basically all I'm doing is going on like Amazon and ordering it. I mean,
Oh,
I
so
haven't
you're
really,
actually ordering it.
yeah. I mean, I haven't started yet. Like
Mm.
I posted like on Facebook and like I wanted to deactivate my account because it was like full of messages.
Yeah, dude, that's what happened to me. I went to a bunch of Facebook groups and I got flooded with
Yeah,
messages.
it was nuts. It was nuts. Like, but luckily I'm from Pakistan too, so it's like I can speak the
All right.
language and
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
so like
that's actually such an advantage, bro.
it is, but at the same time, like like I speak in English because I just speak better in English and like
Yeah,
I can understand it, but it's like you know,
yeah there's no yeah, I feel like there's a lot of issues sometimes with me. Like not really through text. It's more like when I'm speaking with them, like
yeah,
they're pretty good at like
yeah,
reading your text messages, stuff like that. It's mainly like when I'm on a call or something, which I don't really have to do much, but
yeah. Trust me, I
it's not
mean,
that big issue.
yeah. If you want, I could always talk to them or whatever. But the guys I
Cool.
found they seem pretty chill. So
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so let me jump to Israel. Let me finish with Farouk. Farouk, so do you have like clarity on the path forward? Yeah.
yeah, I do. I'll go ahead and buy the mini PCs tomorrow. I'll buy like two more. Um, my only I
Yeah,
guess
you can do the one, like that's fine as well.
okay. So the only question I had was for Amazon, and I wanted to ask you. So like when you're creating the Amazon accounts, are you using like fake names?
Yeah, because so on Amazon, the only thing that Amazon is looking at is if your credit card, if the billing zip code, only the zip code, not the extended zip, but if the 5-digit zip is accurate. They're not looking at the name. They're not looking at the address line 1 or the address line 2. They're only looking at the zip code and I guess state and the city.
Understood.
Do you get what I
Understood.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes it easy. Yeah. I think I'm good. I'm honestly not worried about anything except like honestly just being able to handle the orders, man.
You gotta make that first eBay account, and once you make it, like everything falls into place right after that one. Because the
But
moment you make your very first account, that is when you really feel the real power. You know what I mean?
bro, I felt it
Like
already. I got MC11.
I'm tell- I'm telling you, but like the moment you're able to come back to eBay and make a second account, right? And then you really realize that, hey, I can scale this because that second account that you make is probably going to be like the most pivotal moment of your journey here. Because the second account is all about scale. The first account is learning the business. The second account is about scaling it. You know what I mean?
Understood. Yeah. Gotcha. Do you have any advice for me though, like in general?
Yeah, like I think like to be honest, like you're doing all the right things. You've already taken all the action. I think that the most important thing that you could do is just make sure you don't like lose motivation, right? Because
Bro.
what's gonna happen? Like I'm telling you, like what's gonna happen to you is once you make like your multiple accounts, you're gonna reach a place where you're making like an income that you're happy with, and then the biggest thing I see with most people is
Yeah.
they stop scaling and growing the business. Like you'll see people who've made like 5
Yeah.
accounts, and then a year later they still only have those 5 accounts.
So
You know
Sammy,
what I mean?
I do. I mean, bro, I'm on my second job. I'm working on Poshmark. I don't even need the job. And like, bro, I'm coming from the Tate school, bro. Like, I don't go off motivation, you know. But we'll get there when we get there. Like, if I feel like I'm at that point,
Yeah.
I'll let you know. We'll talk about it. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. I don't really have any advice for you, man. You're already like a solid guy, man. Once you get your account started, then we can have. Well, I think you're doing like the fact that you took action. To me, it's surprising. I'm telling you, like we've had that conversation so many times with a lot of people, and so many people haven't took action.
Yeah,
You know what I
dude,
mean?
I'm not just. I do.
And I get
but
it.
I'm not
Like
just,
things get in the way.
Yeah. But I'm not even just like doing my own
Yeah.
accounts.
So
I'm
ride
doing it
that
with, like,
momentum. Dude.
dude, my signal's so bad. Appreciate you, bro. Go ahead and move on because my signal's so bad right now.
Yeah. No, I heard you. I heard you. All right, so let me jump to Israel. Israel, how you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good, good. Israel, you just recently joined, right?
Yes, sir. Last week.
Last week. Did you get your first sale yet?
Yeah, I actually have 17 so far.
Okay, that's good. So you got like Israel, like, do you know? So you sniped for the first 17 sales, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. So now what you want to do is you want to start bulk listing 100 items a day for the next 90 days. To get what I mean?
Okay.
So that is gonna be like the whole sniping thing. We just do it so you go through the motions one time, but now it's like when you start bulk listing, this is where like all of your profits are gonna come from. Yeah.
Okay. Now I have a question on that on the bulk
Yeah.
tax thing. Do I
Yeah. Go for it.
do I do I use the product hunter with the titles of the items that I'm selling? Or can I just use whatever product research I do or competitor research I do and use those titles and use the product hunter that way?
So both of them work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do both. Like whatever you do, like you're not gonna go wrong. In the end of the day, the most important thing at this moment is to get more listings up. Do you get what I mean? So I would recommend you just use the competitor research and then get the titles from there because it's going to be easier for you to do that.
Okay.
And then you can just throw it into the product hunter and then get like a list of like 1,000 items and then just post like 100 items a day like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll probably have to get a store because right now I just maxed out the free listings, the 250 that I get.
Yeah.
But my account has like 1,200 max that I can list in a month with 125,000 K. So
Got
I'll
it.
get a
Is
store.
it a business account?
No, it's a personal.
Okay. So turn it into a business account and then you're going to get a limit increase of like 50,000 items that you can list.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll do that then. Is there a video on how to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. So go through chapter 0 again of the course and you'll see like how to increase your limits and then watch that video. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that video? Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Hey, Israel, if you want, you can always reach out to me, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Just Israel, just to be clear, like you're the guy who's been drop shipping for like 8 years or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I started back in 2014.
Like
we talked about last time.
right. The DS domination days. Yeah. I remember now. I remember.
Like in the beginning,
So
it was optimizing all that stuff.
Right. So how are you finding like the new age tools, yeah, compared to the tools of the past?
Man, it's a cake. Like with this, with the EcomSniper, man, it's way easier. because you don't have to do anything manually. Back in the days, you have to download the pictures, create your own title. It was crazy. And obviously then later on you find the sniping method. So it made it a little bit easier, but then that was just basically like just writing the profits down for everybody. So with this new method, it's better because you get more what's it called? You get momentum on the account. That way you can list items that are related to the ones that you're selling or whatever's selling on the platform. And you can make more profit, and at the same time, get those little ones that make little profit, and it's gonna be okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So for context, everybody, like, Israel is like somebody who started in 2014. So he's like one of the OGs, like of eBay dropshipping. He's been around. He's seen it all. So he's not like a beginner. He's just coming into our platform recently. You know what I mean? So Israel, do you have any questions on like the road ahead?
No, not really. What I gotta do, I already know. Just upgrade my account to business, and then just start listing more using the bulk listing.
Right, exactly. And then you already, like, everything that you said, you already know everything about momentum from all of your years of experience. So if your bulk listed items are not selling, just raise the momentum by listing more of these snipe products. Yeah.
Yep. And then I have a question. On the I have the promoted listing stuff on. I did watch one of the weekly videos, and I'm not sure if I remember right, but you had mentioned to raise the percentage to 4%. Is that what it was?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
I found that the moment I increased it from I did an experiment and I documented on my YouTube channel. I did 3 things, and it was all about promoted listings. I increased my ad rate to 4%. I enabled offsite ads, and I started a pay-per-click campaign. And then with these 3 optimizations, my sales increased by 300% without doing any other additional work. Just that alone.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it was one of the craziest observations that I've seen. And I didn't even come up with it myself. Another guy inside the group, his name was Lance. He's the one who did this experiment. And then I was like, oh, let me try it too. I tried it and it worked for me. And then I was just blown away. And then after that, I just told everybody, and it works for everyone now. You know what I mean? So even I'm learning every day from people. 100%. Just implement it from the start. It's going to give you crazy momentum. Yeah, I would apply it across the board, especially when you start bulk listing. It's going to give you that kind of edge. But don't forget to do your sale events and coupons and stuff when you start bulk listing. It's going to make the biggest difference for you.
Okay, yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, since you're talking about
Go for it.
bulk listing, so is there any kind of formula, as you say, list 10,000 products, right? So if we list 20,000 products, so would that increase the sale by double?
100%. If not more. The only reason I like to say 10,000 items is because a premium store in the US costs about $60-70, and then an anchor store costs about $300. So it makes more sense to me to just use those additional funds and then fire up new accounts. But if someone is not willing to make more accounts, then yeah, go for the 25K listings.
I think
You
it's
know what I
better
mean?
to first scale up and then increase your bulk listing.
Yeah, the way I like to do it is make as many accounts as you can, because even if you get to 25K listings, you increase the chances of things going wrong on your. So with that being said, like having multiple accounts gives you, it gives you like that diversity to run like a very smooth, long-term operation. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, got it. Right.
Okay, good. So Israel, so do you have any other questions like regarding the road ahead?
I don't think so. Well, 'cause the thing is, the items that I
If you,
found,
yeah,
they were kind of tight on margin, and uh, well, I mean, I guess I already have the answer. I just have to find items that have more margins for like the stipend method. But that's why.
no. So if it's not profitable, then you can do two things. You can just put a price that's gonna be profitable because it'll still sell, but it might be slower because you're still gonna get a boost for having a new listing because your item is gonna rank higher because it's a new listing, right? And that visibility, there's a chance of it selling. Number two, what you can is you can use product substitution, which means that instead of like sniping the item for the exact same item, you just find a cheaper item that we can use that same title for. Do you get what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I've done that before. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's been so long since I haven't done it that I have to like refresh everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll implement that. In any case, that I have to list more. Sniping
Right.
those items and stuff. Yeah. I think that's about it.
All right. So yeah. So no worries. So for anybody, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to jump in. You don't have to wait for your turn. Like we'll just answer anything as we go. Yeah. So let me jump to Oleg. Oleg, how you doing, bro? Long time.
Hey, what's up? What's up? You hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Long time, bro.
Alright.
Where you been, bro?
Bro, I've been I moved again. So I bought a house and I had to get new Wi-Fi and
Wow.
so it's kind of a waste of time that whole time because
I'm telling you.
yeah.
I'm telling you. Nice picture, bro. You look like a Don, bro.
No, my girlfriend took that picture. She's like,
I'm
I need to
telling
take
you.
that. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
telling you.
I
Give me an
bro,
update, man.
yeah, no, I for sure. So I had to switch my internet provider again because there's a different location. I bought a home. And I just set up 12 static IPs. I still have my 5 mini Lenovo PCs and I have a bunch of laptops. I just wanted to start with 5 accounts and I'm gonna warm it up this month, starting this Friday. Then by April, I should start bulk listing or at least sniping and then bulk list. But mostly I'm gonna focus on the bulk listing side.
With that many accounts, then yeah, like the bulk listing just makes it easier. You're gonna get the same results.
Yeah, I agree. I have a concern because I haven't bulk listed that much recently. I've been focusing on, I don't want to get MC011. I'm worried about if you do make like a lot of sales unexpectedly, could they ask for like identification if you have multiple accounts? So they could you can't even use your same ID, or how does that work?
So when you have multiple accounts, the number one focus is not to get MC11. You know what I mean? All the mistakes that you do in the learning process happens on that first account of yours. And then when you're scaling up with multiple accounts, you do it, especially with the same ID across all the accounts, you just go slowly, like 100 items a day. You be strict on that. And then you get to like the 10K items across the 90 days. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I've been doing that with my main account.
And then stick to like, I was going to say like, stick to like the 100% profits, right? Don't even snipe or anything like that. like you only like what you do is like you get all your accounts to like 10K listings, and then you can optimize for momentum after the fact, right? If you're doing it too early on, you're gonna get huge spikes in sales. Like it's gonna go like it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
I
a
agree.
violent uptrend. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. Even if I got a lot of sales, that's cool, but that's gonna be running at a risk too sometimes because I don't know. I don't want to have them like eyeballing my account. If I get a bunch of
Exactly.
returns or if I get a lot of complaints, all at once, I don't want that issue.
100%, dude. With multiple accounts, safety is like the priority. Like you don't take any risks or anything like that. 100 items a day, and if you want to make more money, you just make more accounts.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
Hey,
Okay,
Sammy,
good.
can
So
I ask you a
I
question, brother?
remember you. Yeah, go for it.
So while we're on the verification topic, so do you know how when you raise the limits and then you put in your whatever business info, so
Uh-huh.
are you putting fake info when you're raising limits, or what's the
So good question. Good question. So when we're making multiple accounts, what we're doing is from the very beginning, we start off as a business account. So on the creation of the account, you make a business account, and then you're gonna get the high limits from the very beginning. Right. Israel's case is
Gotcha,
because
gotcha.
he had a personal account to begin with. But when you're making multiple accounts, you start off with the business account.
Okay, and then that verification happens around that 5K rev mark.
It's more like 3,500, around to 5K. I don't know the exact number. Either that or 200 items sold. So
went past-
3,500.
Thank you, bro.
I'm not sure, but I got past like I think it was like over 7K, and it's still haven't, and also like 300 items. I still haven't got any verification requested.
So
Run
what
with it.
exactly is verification? Is it like they ask for your ID?
So let me tell you what it is.
For me, they
So
ID at like 5K revenue, I think, like a driver's license or something. I don't know what you guys are talking about exactly, but
yeah, let me explain it. So what happens is eBay is forced to do a KYC or a KYB for all of their sellers on their platform. This is like a law that is in the US, right? It's the US government mandates marketplaces to do a KYC or KYB. And what that means is a know your customer or know your business verification. So the law is that marketplaces have to do it from like 200 sales or 5,000 revenue. And that's where I got that number from. And then I found it to be true with eBay. But they don't always do it. They don't always ask the seller to verify, because first, what they do is they try to auto verify you, right? They have a way to check in the back end if all the information that you gave them, does it check out? And if the checkout passes, then they're not going to ask you. But if it fails, then they're going to go ahead and message you that, hey, your name and your address and your business information didn't match any of the public records that we have inside of our database. So can you double check that you entered the name and the business information correctly? And that is the time where we put in the real information, so that way they can do the KYC properly.
So
Let me know if that
basically,
answered the question. Yeah.
I think it does for me, but basically they will only ask for unlinked ones, right? Because I never got any on my real account, on my real info, even past 7K
Because
rev.
they were able to auto verify you. But when you have
Yep,
fake
that makes sense.
information, they're not going to be able to auto verify you. Okay. Good.
Would you use the same identification if they do request it like on like between two accounts, or
I would do it for 5 accounts. Like some guy has already did it for 50 accounts. So we know today. So here's the thing. The verification is being done by a third party and not eBay. So in the US, it's being done by a company called Adyen. So when you submit the information, you're not submitting it to eBay, but you're submitting it to that third-party company that handles the verification for eBay. So that means that in that time when you're entering the information, right, you can put in the same ID over and over again because eBay is not receiving it, but the third-party company is. Together.
So how
What
did
does
this
that
guy get like 50 whatever accounts? I mean, is he just running them really smoothly and like just not getting hit with any type of like issues? Like how is he doing that? How is that possible?
Good question. So what he did was we actually have like a call with him where he talks about it. It's inside the course where we talk about like the account creation. We had like a big meeting, but his name was Sam, and what he did was he created a bunch of LLCs, and for every LLC he would make 3 accounts, right? And then he just like so he would and then but for every LLC he would still use his name as the primary contact, but he would still start it off with a variation and then put in the information as eBay requested it. Do you get what I mean? So I don't recommend this. His operation is I had a call with him like last month, and he knows it himself that if one of his account gets suspended, like his whole 50 accounts can go because he used himself as the primary contact for all of those 50 accounts. So recommendation is like you use your name as the primary contact for 5 accounts and then you use a different person for the next 5 and then you continue on like that just to spread out the risk.
Yeah,
But
understood.
you can
It's
really
too
make as many
risky,
accounts as
honestly.
you want.
That's interesting.
Understood, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. That guy was a demon, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't know how he sleeps. I mean, if
But he's also like a very experienced. But he's very experienced. He's been selling on eBay for 11 years. So the way he warms up the account, he doesn't even start selling for like an entire month. Oh, sorry, he sells, but he ships out the item, prints out the eBay shipping label, sends it out, and he doesn't like do anything that's outside of that for the first 30 days. And he's even trying to wait for like 60 days. So he's pretty much creating a farm, right? So he's very safe the way he's doing it. So I don't. So begin. Like, I wouldn't ever do this because like it just like yeah, as you said, like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, knowing they're all linked like that. But yeah, you do what you want. So Oleg, back to you. I remember like in the past did you set up multiple accounts already?
No, I'm really worried. At that time, I was really busy, but now I'm pretty free. Till Friday, I'm gonna be warming them up. All 5 accounts. I think I either watched a video or I listened to a call that you saved. You guys were mentioning that that some people would I don't know who, but would ship out an actual eBay label when they sell something at their house or just sell like a product somewhere, ship it out to a customer with the eBay label, make sure
Yeah.
the account looks legit.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that.
Yeah. So Bennett did this actually.
Yeah.
Bennett, do you mind like
Yeah.
speaking about that really quickly?
Yeah, I can go through the process. So, like for the newer accounts, I kind of just list stuff around my house because I used to resell on eBay. So I just have a bunch of stuff still laying around. But what I do for new accounts is I list like 3 to 5 items that I have laying around. And then normally at least 2 will sell. And then when they sell, I print the eBay label out, skip it out at the post office. And then normally I make sure to get a couple feedback as well. Like I messaged the buyer a few times saying, hey, can you leave me positive feedback? And then once I get like 3 sales and then a couple positive feedback, I go ahead and bulk list. And then start with 1 bulk listing and then keep doubling till 100.
Yeah.
Kind of how I warm up
yeah.
accounts.
I think it's a great idea because it kind of shows that you're an honest seller. You look legit. You had an eBay label shipped out. No red flags.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I also have
Exactly.
another
just
question.
yeah, just to speak on that, just very important. Whatever you do, nothing high risk in the beginning. So no electronics, no like high end electronics or anything like that, and no like brands that could be counterfeit. You know what I mean? Like while you're in the warm up phase.
I also have one more question.
Yeah,
I was thinking for the Amazon accounts, which I'm not too worried about it, but I was thinking when I start making when I start scaling eventually for the Amazon accounts, I was thinking about doing Amazon Business, EIN number, and then getting the American Express Amazon 5% cashback card. And I did my research, and it looks like you can get as many credit cards you can for 5% cash back on each EIN, each account for Amazon.
wow. I mean, like, I think it's a great idea, as long as not if you're gonna use the same card on multiple accounts. Let's say that you use the same EIN to 5 accounts. Yeah, the main thing to do is not to ever have a single one of those accounts suspended. So that means you do no more than 5 orders per day per account.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking like for each Amazon business account, you got that benefit of like, let's say you got 2 LLCs and then 2 Amazon business accounts. They're separate. They're not linked to each other. You're just using that card for that number 1 account and then the other for the number 2 account. They're not like cross-linked to each other, and just keep them separate.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
tax is killing me, bro.
So
The Amazon
I
tax.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I think what you said is a great idea. However, right now, since you're about to start like the multi-account journey, like all your focus should be like on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not worried about
So that way, like yeah,
I'm not worried about making them right now. I'm just saying in the future.
yeah. So I think what you said is a great idea. You can even make like 5 accounts with the same card, right? We've seen people do it and it does work. Like
The same idea came into my mind as well, because like the nacho card thing, like it costs you a lot. They deduct 3% fee. And on top of that, like for every transaction, like there is some deduction. So yeah.
yeah, so everybody's journey is different, like just depending on where you are right now. For me personally, what I would tell somebody is like, if you're starting the multi-account journey, then you finish that, and then you start like the optimization. So Oleg, just to speak on that a little more, you can use the same card for like 5 accounts, and then make like 5 business accounts. It has been done. Dan from our group, he does that. So, yeah, but just make sure while you're going through that process, just make sure you ask a bunch of questions. Yeah, like don't guess anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna rush through and start doing stuff because I don't want to get. I don't want to run into roadblocks or like stuff. You guys have been through all this. I mean, a lot of you guys have been through all like
Right.
various things, so we can share our like issues from the past.
Exactly. So for everybody listening, like don't make any mistakes. Like we've already made all the mistakes. Just ask questions and validate every move before you make it. And that is like the entire purpose of these weekly meetings and like the Telegram group in its entirety. Yeah. So Oleg, do you have any other questions regarding the road ahead?
No, actually, I think I got mostly everything figured out. I'm gonna see how it goes, and once I'm done warming up, I'm gonna start bulk listing.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm gonna jump to so your name here is Dot. I don't know who you are, but do you wanna like tell me who you are and then like give me an update? So, bro, like, your username is like dot. So I can't tell who you are. Yeah.
He's talking about the person with the blank name,
Yeah.
light, like a light blue profile.
Sorry, the scene. Are you saying something to me?
No,
Not you. Not you.
No, they're
the
they're just a dot.
yeah. Okay.
Unresponsive.
All good.
Sammy,
All good. All good. So let me.
I have a quick little
Yeah.
newbie
Go for it.
question. I mean, I know exactly what I gotta get for the SIM cards and like the specs I need for the mini computer. For the business Wi-Fi, I've never set that.
Yeah.
Can I just get? I'm looking at AT&T Business Internet Air. It's like $60. Can I just do something like that? It looks like they set it up, and then I just ask for static IPs and they add that on for like $15-30 for like 5 of them, something like that.
It's good question. Good question. So first thing is, usually for static IPs, the prices are not available online. So you'd have to call them first and then talk to like the business representative, and then they're gonna tell you the prices and how to set it up from there.
Should I just
get
try
what
to
I
like
mean?
schedule a call or something with them? Is that available? I can play you that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So just hit up like whoever your local provider is already, and then tell them like you want static IPs, and then they'll take care of you from there.
Yeah, I chatted with Farouk about that, and I think I have Optimum here at my house, but like it needs to be a business account or something like that in a lot of places. Like I asked ChatGPT too for my location. So I need to get a separate
Yeah,
business.
but you have an LLC now.
I do. So can I do something fancy with that, or I don't really know.
Yeah,
I would call them.
tell them that, hey, I want to get static IPs for my business, and then you already know they cover your area because you already have them.
Do they care if
I would shop around though.
Okay. Do they care if the
Look
LLC
look for the best price.
Okay.
No, they don't
Yeah,
care.
So I can just call it my current private provider and be like, I own a business. Can I get static IPs?
Yes,
All right, very cool.
yes. But what I would do is like shop around for the best price.
Okay, I can do that as well.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I was talking to Farouk and he said he ended up being able to get like a business Wi-Fi for like around $70 and then $6 a pop. But I mean, I can see if I can get it even cheaper, kind of. I mean, that kind of seems reasonable to me, but
Yeah.
so
yeah, just call around, bro.
Yeah.
Just call around and see who has the best prices. That's what
I'll definitely do that. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no worries. So Bennett, let me back to you, man. How you doing, bro?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
No,
So
was it-
Bennett,
yeah.
give me an update. What's happening with your MC11?
Yeah, so I was really confident I was gonna beat it for the first time I uploaded the documents, but it looks like all the like identifying information is correct because they wanted my ID, and they just wanted another like form of identification with the utility bill. Got that sent in. They keep wanting more invoices, so I don't know. I keep
Yeah.
uploading them. It's like a third round. I'm already doing a good job with that. Just keep sending me like 10 more. But I'm waiting to hear back. This is like the third time I've sent invoices in, I think. But what they said was that I have to have proof of all my listings over the past month. So that would be like 3,000, 4,000 listings. So I don't know if that's like possible.
Right. It's
but-
not a hard requirement.
Yeah, but
It's
I
not a
don't know if
hard
they're gonna
requirement.
approve me if I keep uploading like I don't know how many I'm uploading, like 10 invoices, like 5 on each. So I'm uploading like 50 items per time. Aren't they just gonna
Hey.
reject me eventually?
Bennett, Sammy, I can jump in on it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't need,
Yeah.
because already do the same. You don't actually need like all of them, and like I think you submit 10 pages, like 1 or 2. It was in like every single, and it wasn't even reset. It was like, well, it was like maybe different.
They're kind of cutting out. Sorry. I don't know if that's. They're kind of cutting out.
Yeah, he is. Give it like a couple minutes, maybe.
I'll come back.
I can't really hear what you're saying.
Yeah, rejoin back. You should be okay.
Yeah, so I'll just speak to that before while
Yeah.
Farouk is coming back. But as Farouk was saying, yeah, like we've seen this time and time again. Like I think you've noticed that each time the rep is different, right?
Yeah, it's like a different name that sounds yeah. But I don't know. When I did
Yeah,
calling them and they
yeah,
said they
every
needed
time.
their past 30 days. So but I don't know if that's hard requirement or not.
It's not a hard requirement. It's like yeah, they just say that, but like what's gonna happen is like eventually they'll like from what I'm seeing is the fact that they're like asking you repeatedly and they're not shutting you down, it's kind of proof to me that things are looking all right. Otherwise they could have shut
Yeah.
you down from the first time you responded.
Yeah, I feel like they want me to
You know
get
what I
approved.
mean?
Huh? Yeah. But I just worry that like if I keep uploading and it's like insufficient amount, like aren't they just gonna reject me or no? Are they gonna be like,
No.
oh, this guy can't prove
No.
he has a list.
They'll-
He keeps uploading like 50. Oh, you don't
No,
think so?
because you keep giving them more. Because
True.
it shows that you are trying to get them as after you're getting them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then
I
you'll
feel like it's
find
kind of
like
weird they
one rep that
yeah.
uh-huh.
No, sorry, you can go. My bad.
So go for it.
No, I was gonna say I thought it was weird they asked you for the utility bill because they
no,
didn't
I-
ask that in the
yeah.
original. In the original message, they just said for my identification, bank statement, which I did both those. I don't know. So
It
I
depends
got
on the
that
rep.
uploaded.
Just depends on the rep.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the more proof that you give them, like the stronger your case becomes anyways, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
the most important thing that you could do would be to not have an opinion on this and to just like follow what Marty says because he
Mhm.
deals with these like all the time.
Very
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my first one, so I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trusting Marty though for sure.
Exactly. So it's more
He's the guy.
exactly like he's the guy that you want to follow. Or like as long as you're not the one that's you shouldn't be making the decisions for this appeal at all.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Only like someone who's been experienced with these things, like they make all the decisions and then you run with that because that'll give you like the highest chance of success.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just kind of
So-
annoying because like the MC99 first came and then the MC11. It seemed like out of nowhere too. I really want to like investigate that and figure out what happened, just so I don't repeat it. Or unless maybe it was random. I don't really know. I don't know if I really made a mistake because
The MC11 or the 99?
No, the 99. I know why the MC11 kind of happened. There's a lot of disputes, but with the MC99, it kind of came out of nowhere. I did have a couple policy violations like a few days prior, but it just kind of was weird. It came out of nowhere. They didn't really give me any reason. They didn't give me any reasoning at all, like to why they banned it.
Yeah. So, well, for the MC999, what we can do is like we can hop on another call together and investigate together. Because for me personally, like since I've been doing it so long as well, like I can see like some patterns that you might not be able to catch. So we'll have to like jump on a call maybe on the weekend, next weekend.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't want to worry about it too much because it's gone, but I do think it was because of the
No,
policy
it's good.
violations. I probably had like 3
No, it's
or like 4 in a week or something.
No, it's important to like identify why it happened because if it's something that can be prevented, we should be like taking the measures to do that because there's a chance it can happen again if we don't like nip the problem in the root.
Yeah.
You know what I
It was
mean?
like the cleanest setup ever though, too. Like MacBook at my grandma's house, like residential
Yeah.
ID, everything like so legit. Like phone number, I think it was even my dad's phone number, maybe. Or
Yeah.
something. Like there was no issues at all with the account creation.
Yeah.
I guess it happens. I mean, it
No,
doesn't
I
matter. I didn't
get
have
you.
my actual
I get you.
information, then. So it's not like I'm gonna get linked or anything. Not too worried about it.
Hey, Sam,
No,
you might
it does matter because sorry,
no,
go
you-
ahead.
you might have happened and tell Bennett how my MC11 went.
Yeah, of course. Jump in then.
Yeah, so I basically just reached out to Marty, right? And then he did the invoices. You don't need every single item, brother. Like whatever Marty provides, like just submit that. But honestly, the bigger thing you have to worry about is that if they ask you for tracking, because that's what they did next. Because
Yeah, that would be rough, bro.
yeah, I
I'll
mean,
see.
like Marty submitted like I think maybe 15 items on the invoices and had like I don't know 100 sold. So you don't need every single item, but then the tracking is what is annoying now. Especially I only had 100, so imagine you know. So that's what is more
Yeah.
annoying
How
us.
are you doing the tracking? By chance.
Well, I was
Oh wait, so don't they
well,
already
I
see
was
what you like? If you use Track Taco before, won't they know? Like, did
so
you upload tracking with any of yours?
so I was using VD track and through TrackerBot.
Okay.
I did use Track Taco on a few, but it was just like a lot of them had like signatures and they had pictures. I didn't really like that. So what I did is like I just used Track Taco, not Track Taco, but TrackerBot, then Aqualine. I converted all of them to Aqualine because VD Track
Yeah.
does not show delivered on eBay, but Aqualine does.
Yeah, I worry about Aqualine though, because I feel like eBay knows that dropshippers use that. That's why I stayed away from it, because Track Taco gives you FedEx. That's why I was worried. Like, I
Yeah.
would use Aqualine because it's like a legit tracking number. Like, it tracks exactly to what your Amazon tracking number is. But if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken,
No, you're right. Good concern, but I mean, maybe they do, but maybe Sammy can
yeah,
speak
I just
more on
have
that.
no idea. But that's all just my belief. Yes, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like another way to go about tracking. So I don't ever upload tracking, right? So whenever like we get, if like in the past when we got MC11, what we did was they're asking for proof of delivery, and tracking is one way to do proof of delivery. So the first thing that I do is I just go on like Amazon and get like all of like the UPS or FedEx trackings and upload those. And then secondly, what I do is I get feedback or a message from the buyers to show me that they received their message. And then I compile it in a PDF and I send it to eBay. And then that counts as proof of delivery as well. It's
Okay.
just a lot more work like that, but it's another option.
Yeah,
That
I was
doesn't
like
work.
doing. Yeah, you can go for it.
Sammy, so you're saying the previous feedback, right? Not like future feedback, because from what I see is once they asked me for tracking, I couldn't ask anyone for feedback. It seems like I couldn't get any reviews on my account at all.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm not sure how that works, because like in the past when I got it, I would be able to like receive feedback
Yeah.
if someone hasn't left feedback. But another way was just to take screenshots of messages that the person says they confirm that they received it. So I would go, and I wouldn't do it all 100% of everything. I would do like 50% of it, and then that would be enough as well.
Mhm.
Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Because they're not checking
I-
everything. They just want to know that people got their items.
No, gotcha. So what you're saying, they're not checking every
Yeah.
item, you're saying? Oh wow.
Because
Okay.
it's a lot of work for them to see like if all the feedback was uploaded or everything, right? So they're gonna like just like scan through it, and I just make it easy for them to look through it. So I made a PDF with all of the messages that the buyer said that they got their items, and it would just be like 50% of them, and I would like make the PDF in a really nice readable way. So I would show like the order ID, right, the item, and then the proof of feedback. And I think eBay appreciates like the extra mile you went, and then they unrestrict the accounts like that. And we've done this like not only on our accounts, but a couple of other guys inside the Telegram, they got like MC11 and they did it like this as well.
Dude.
Right.
Well, okay.
And the nice thing too, like,
Yeah.
what I've heard is once you beat the MC11, your account's almost bulletproof. Which I like the idea of that, because then I feel like I'm just gonna list like 50,000 items on my main account if I get approved. I don't know. Definitely gonna be a lot safer.
No, that's not true, dude. That's not true.
Is your account not safe for those?
That's not
beat
true.
the MC11?
Like
Doesn't give you any added layer of protection.
I think it's safer. I think it's safe, but
Yeah.
what I would say to that is like I've seen people get MC11 multiple times.
Really? That's kind of weird to me, actually.
You
That's
get what I
really
mean?
strange. Because if you already beat it, they should know you're a
Yeah.
legit seller. Like, that's like almost there. That's almost like eBay saying, "Oh, we didn't do a good job the first time to verify you." Unless you're like, maybe they think you're doing some shady stuff after. I don't know. Just kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not like you have to understand why you're getting the MC11, right? Let's say that you get the MC11 because you got a spike in sales, right? And then you
Yeah.
got the MC11 because you did 10,000 in revenue, but the next month you do 100,000 in revenue, right? And
Yeah.
freak them out.
Yeah, they gotta make sure you have the items there. Yeah, legit seller.
Right, exactly.
What's
you
the
gotta
most
make
you've seen?
sure
Like,
that when you're getting the MC11,
yeah,
like you still like do the same thing as before, and like just make sure that you're not showing eBay that you're a risk. So no, I wouldn't say you list like 50,000 items the next day.
but what's like the highest you think what would you recommend like that I go to per account? 'Cause, like 10K is nice, but ideally if I could double my sales by getting to 20K, it's intriguing. Go, is that safe? Like 20K?
So you do
I feel like
20.
it could be safe if you
you
do
want-
it.
If you want to do, I have accounts with 20K, but you have to get to that over the course of 6 months.
Yeah, 100 a day.
You don't do it like immediately. So you just exactly. So you just continue the journey, but like you stay strict and disciplined on the way to 20K, because
So
you know
yeah.
very well that if you do 10,000 items in one day, you're gonna get a whole bunch of policy violations and everything all at once.
But yeah, I would never. Yeah, 10K one that's crazy. I would still do 100, but it's like work your way up. What's the most you have on one account? I'm curious. Like
Exactly. And listing wise, the most I've had is like 24,000.
Really? You don't go
I
above
have
that?
actually like 4 accounts like that.
Nice.
No, because it's like the Anchor store only lets you list 25,000 items.
Oh, so I thought the Anchor store was just for like what you can list per month. I thought that's how the subscriptions worked. It was like it dictates how much
No,
you list
it's
per month. Not total listings.
25,000 like no, it's total listings.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless
300
you
a
are
month.
in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Isn't it
exactly. I think. Yeah, go ahead.
isn't it better to have like less? Because I mean, like 10K listings, not all of them are gonna sell, right? So I don't see the benefit of having 20K when like most of them are not gonna sell anyway.
Well,
So
you're, you're still increasing sales. Like if you list more items, you're gonna get more sales. That's like
I mean,
it's
you have
kind of
more.
like you're playing a numbers game.
Yeah, you have more of a chance to get it.
So
Sammy?
what happens is some of those items sell once a year, but they still sell. Do you get what I
I
mean?
see. Yeah, I guess the way I was thinking is like, okay, why not just like delete the ones that are not selling and just like put new items, test like new items. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that does work. I mean, that's how you optimize the hell out of one account. But if the goal is to like make as much money as possible, then you want to have as many listings across as many accounts as possible. So
I was
it
also
just
thinking-
depends like how far you're willing to go.
I was thinking
Yeah.
like, if you get 20 though, like I feel like it's riskier, right? So that's kind of why. But okay.
It is riskier, but it's like if you do it like diligently, like over the course of 6 months, then the risks are very minimal because you
Yeah.
go through
Sam-
all the problems
Yeah.
in the beginning.
You know what's crazy, Sammy? I was actually
Yeah.
scanning sellers the other day, and I actually found a couple
Yeah.
people who had like, you're not gonna believe this, but they had 200,000 listings. Like I found one account with 250,000 listings. And I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. And I don't know how it's even possible. Like I feel like that's so many red flags that are being raised from that. I mean, they were selling a good amount.
They
like,
do it.
not as much as they should have been. I
They're
think
probably
flat.
very old sellers though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys are probably like guys who've been selling for like years. So they didn't get to the 200,000 like overnight. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about because I know personally people that have those accounts as well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I wonder at some point though.
I know
if
guys
eBay
that have like
limits you.
100,000 listings on their accounts.
Really. I honestly wonder if there's a like system eBay has where they limit you like from taking advantage of that. Where it's like if you go over a certain amount of listings, like they'll like limit your sales. Does that make sense? I don't know if eBay is doing that. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, if you like, I think Dan mentioned this in one of the previous calls, right? If you're doing like 10,000 a month on eBay, right? Even if you have 100,000 listings, you're not gonna get like 100,000 in sales right away. Like they're gonna limit you until you prove like 20,000 is done. And then from
Yeah,
there,
that's
like
weird.
you have to prove 30,000 and 40,000. So they do limit you, but as you keep selling, they're gonna unlock the next level.
Okay. Because I heard some theories about eBay like limiting your views and impressions and stuff. I didn't know if that was like a thing they're doing, which that'd be kind of complex though if they're artificially doing that.
No, it's real.
It is real. It's a real thing.
It's real. Wow, 100% it's real. Yeah. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure it's real.
It's actually crazy.
Like they but typically speaking, we're not gonna really experience those problems because the way that we do it is like we're only doing like 10,000, 25,000. Like it's not the same as like if you're going shooting for like those 100,000 listing marks. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And even if they do limit you, then all you gotta do is like snipe items and force the sales to get to like the next level. And then you're gonna unlock the next level of sales. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I want to snipe because I feel like it's gonna optimize my account. It's just like the time takes a long time. Because I feel like
That's what
ideally, like I
VAs
want to
for,
get
man.
my accounts to 10K. And then yeah, exactly, VAs. I gotta train my VAs to do
Yeah.
that. I have to pay them a bit more. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I can. I mean, ideally,
Like,
I want VAs.
anything
like,
with time based is all like
VAs. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll look into that.
sure. For sure. All right. So I think that wraps up the weekly call. Does anybody have any last questions they want to ask before we wrap this up? All right. All right. So everybody, thanks for joining. I'm gonna see you guys on Saturday. We're gonna go back to the normal timings next week. Yes. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All righty.